Good morning, everyone. Everyone, I guess you're wondering what's all around Grandma doing up this early talking about making a video. Well, it's 7 o'clock. It's after 7. As a matter of fact, by my clock, excuse me, y'all, I'm doing a little hopping. And I'm coming out here to show you what's going on. What time it really is, y'all. This is the time, right here. Now, I guess you said I've been saying this all week. Look what is happening out here right now. We've got water, puddles, and it's still coming down. As you probably know, I'm in the tri-state area, and that's where all the flooding is going on. But we didn't get it quite as bad as New York. New York, it was horrible. I said, oh my goodness. And I thought the weatherman said the rain was going to be over, but of course, as you see, it is still coming down. We have been drenched just about every day this week. I think we had one day that it did not rain. Oh, let me sit down, y'all. I just had a big old bowl of cereal, and I'm stuck to the brim. These are my little slippers that I forgot to show y'all the other day that I got from Temu. They don't look, look at it. I mean, if you want to wear a pair of socks, I hope you can see them, because it's mighty dark in here. I got my light on up there, I don't know. But anyway, I got those from Temu. Of course, I'm not going to order anything else from Temu. Temu got a bad rap, so I'm done with Temu. And then, the stuff that I get, I'm not happy with. And you got to go through all this rigmarole just to send something back. Let me see if I can quiet the birds down, y'all. The birds are very noisy this morning. Be quiet. I'm on the phone. That's about the closest I'm going to get to a pet, y'all. Like I said before, I'd be scared of them. Scared of dogs too, but I don't think I'd be scared of that little dog. All he gotta do is just bloop, go somewhere, sit down, and then he'll go put his little tail between his leg and go get in his little house. But you know what? I was watching what's the name of the show? Husband and Wife, Meet Your Monica. They have a little dog, and someone had sent them this. Let me see if I turn this light brighter. Whoops. Sorry. But they had sent them this cute little doghouse, and it was made of wood. He even had a little porch, that he could sit out there on his little porch or whatever. I thought that was so cute, and it was beautiful. It was no cheap doghouse now, believe me. I mean, it was made of, it looked like pine or some kind of sort of expensive wood. And I guess you could set it up in the house or outside of the house. But if you got a little dog like that, you ain't let him stay outside. You let him come in the house, so he probably got his own little area. But I thought that was so cute. And when I see things like that, that's what makes me want a little doggy. But I know I'm not going to take care of it. But see, she got daughters and she got sons to take the dog for a walk. And even her husband, he takes the dog out sometime too. So I got a gnat. Can y'all believe I got a gnat? I just saw him. I don't know where he went. He might... Oh, brother. I'm getting hot just sitting here with this vest on. But anyway, y'all, I think it's going to rain again for at least half the day. Which I'm not going anywhere anyway. I got leftover potatoes and vegetables in there. I'm good to go. And I don't eat that much meat anyway. And the chicken, the chicken that I've been getting lately here is too chickeny. It's too, I don't know. Like they say, they cologne Tyrone. And I've been seeing some chickens walking around with 8 legs, arms on them. He got the wings and all these wings and stuff. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they need to clone or make some food for people to eat. But I'm going to tell you the truth. Um, Ever since COVID, food just don't taste the same. Nothing. Right on down to the cereal. The only cereal that still tastes the same to me is the Cheerios. My Honey Nut Cheerios is still hanging in there to be the same. And I'll tell you, I don't eat the regular Cheerios, even though I got a great big old box, bought them by mistake. And I got my Frosted Flakes don't taste the same. These don't taste the same. They've been sitting around here I don't know how long. And then I've got a big old box of the regular Cheerios that let's see if I can get you. Come into the light, Carolyn. And this big box has not been opened. Nothing tastes the same. Right on down to food, the meat, nothing. I tell you, nothing tastes the same. Nail don't even taste quite the same. I got this, but it's still good. I still use it. But there's a little something different about it. And I got my Honey Nut Cheerios. I got me some Stovetop. Fruit Loops don't taste quite the same. And these definitely don't taste the same, because I used to buy those for my kids when they was coming up. And I said, well, let me try to see if I can get me some Lucky Charms. Ate one bowl. I don't even think I completed the whole bowl, so I'm just going to throw them out. I don't know nobody to give them to. Oh, that's got to go. And I guess y'all saying, when you going to clean up this house? It's going to be soon, y'all. It's going to be soon. See, I can't do too much when it's raining. Raining makes you lazy. You know what happens when it's raining. The only thing you want to do is nothing. That's it. You do nothing, and that's what I've been doing, nothing. And I was going to do my exercise with y'all this morning because my leg is, been bothering me. But I did do some leg lifts before I got out of bed. This is what I usually do. Maybe, let me show you what I do. I'll be laying down in my bed, and I go like that. Go just like that. And I lift it up as high as I could go. I do that maybe 5 times before I get up. And of course the stretch. Like stretch. Stretch is always good, y'all. It's always good. But I haven't done my exercise. I've been too lazy. It's the weather, y'all. And then you know how you get the aches and pain. You get like a lot of aches and pain. And I think a lot of that comes from being hit by a car. I don't know if I mentioned that to y'all before, but I was hit by a car. And so sometimes, like when it's wet and damp like this, I get a lot of aches and pains that I don't normally get. There's that gnat. I tried to get him with my hand, but I don't think I did. Uploading. Coming to you soon, before the day is over. I know this video ain't gonna be worth 2 cents to what I'm doing right now. Say good morning to the birds, y'all. Good morning. Let's see what's happening. Oh, there's the sirens. I live right down the street from a fire thing. Here we go. Still going on. It is pouring out here. You know that? I don't know if you could tell, but the rain is coming down out here. And it is chilly. I don't understand where all this gloomy. I don't think I've seen anything like this in a long, long time. Like to rain 5 and 6 days in a row like this. And I mean, it ain't letting up. And I thought the weatherman said it would be over, but New York City, oh my goodness. You should see it, y'all. If you didn't see it on the news, turn to your news and check it out. It's unbelievable. Subways are flooded. People are stuck in their cars, in the street with water up to, I think she said about 6 inches. Anyway, there's that gnat again. Some cars are stalled. They can't move. The engine, I guess, has been flooded or whatever it is that, I didn't get him before. And he's not giving up. He wants to hang around me. I guess he think I'm a flower or something because I got this. But it's not gnats that like flowers, right? It's a bee. If it was a bee, I could see him being after me, thinking that, hey, I'm some kind of flower or something. But that's a gnat. And I think it might be coming from the garbage disposal. I gotta wipe in there and get that gunk. You know how that gunk be in your sink from a garbage after you have a garbage disposal? I think they be coming up through there. And I haven't cleaned it out in a while. I know I got something cut out for me with that. Ugh, hate that. Big old gunk gog. Look like tar. It's horrible, y'all. Especially for somebody like me who don't want to clean up in the first place. Ah, how you like that guy? I think he's pretty cool. But I wouldn't want him in my house. I mean, it ain't going to be like the lady I was telling you about letting no bird fly around in my house. That ain't happening over here. It's not that kind of party, y'all. I love animals, but I don't love them like I want them. I just want to look at them. That's why I used to have a fish tank. I even brought my daughter a fish tank. And I don't know what happened to her, when she was younger. She had a little small fish tank, trying to get the kids into some kind of hobby. And we had dogs. I don't even know how many dogs we had. We had quite a few dogs. And the dogs, of course, I was scared of the dog. Got one dog from the Humane Society. He was so sweet. I went to, I used to work at an answering service, and we used to answer for the Humane Society. And I had gotten a dog from them. I think I had to pay like $5 or something like that to get him out, to get him out of the slammer. He was a puppy. He was so cute. And then, of course, I had to take him to the vet. They can be expensive. Had to take him to the vet and get him dewormed because he was wormy, out there. Most pets that you get from an animal shelter, even at the pet shop sometimes, they get wormy. You got to go and take him to the vet and get him straightened out. And when I got him straightened out, he was a little tiny puppy. I forgot how old he was. I don't know if he was even 4 weeks old when I got him. He was a baby. And I held him on my lap and brought him home and went and got to the vet and got him all and he was beautiful. He had he sort of looked like a collie and his curly hair. I said, wow, I didn't know he was going to be that pretty, but he was beautiful, and I do believe somebody stole him. After he was about, he had gotten hit by a car. And then he wanted to come to me. I guess he remembered that I'm the one that had rescued him from that Humane Society. It's moments like that that makes you feel good inside, but then there's consequences. You got to take care of this dog just like you do a human. He requires attention. You get a baby, what that baby gonna do? Whine and cry, and that's what the dog do, the puppy. He's in there whining and crying because he wants you to be in there to pet him, I guess. I don't know what they be wanting, y'all. But I guess they just be lonely like we are sometimes. They like people. And so therefore, a lot of people get animals and they're animal cruelty. Now, I remember years ago, these guys had a dog fights with pit bulls. You know the history of pit bulls, they don't got a good rap at all. And this guy told me that they was having a dog fight and they were betting money on whose dog was the baddest, and those dogs actually fought until one of them died. That's animal cruelty, y'all. Oh my goodness. And the dog, and my friend was telling me that the dog was laying out there in the yard that had lost the fight. He had, fought to his death. While everybody else is cheering their dog on and got their money out there. How cruel can you be? I mean, if you I don't know. I've heard of rooster fights. You know, that's what that, what's his name? Was it Michael Vick? I forgot who it was. But anyway, somebody had a rooster fight or some kind of fight. But those kind of things were traditional back in the day. I mean, you know, you did it and there it is. The roosters going at it, going at it. Matter of fact, I beat up with by a rooster one time. But we had that same rooster for dinner. Trust me. I was living with my grandmother at the time. That's when my mother had came up to Connecticut. And we were living with my grandmother, you know, the one that raised my father. Well, she wasn't the real grandmother, but, you know, she was, you know, acting grandmother because she did raise my dad. And we were staying with her. And we were playing hide go seek. I'm the baby of the family, the youngest one, the one that goes wah, wah. And then I had 3 brothers and 1 sister. And we were outside, you know, which we stayed outside a lot. You know, we weren't hanging around there in the house unless we were eating, you know. And down there in North Carolina, the weather's pretty warm for the most part all the time. And we was playing hide and seek. I was it. They made the baby be it. Come find them. And they had these, I don't know if I told you before, they had like these cinder blocks that a house sets actually is raised up. And the house is sitting on top of these cinder blocks or brick blocks or whatever. You know, you got several of them so the house is lifted up off the ground. It's not sitting right down there on the ground. And I've been down to look, you know, see if I could find somebody, you know, because they were smarter than me. I was, you know, the baby. I don't know what's going on. And so I bent down to look under the house, and here come that rooster out fighting me. He was at my face. My face was I was so scratched up. And I was hollering and crying. And my grandmother told my brothers, go get that rooster. We had that rooster for dinner that night. That's my story. I stick it to it. Yep, that was a day. The rooster was good. You know, you had to cook him for a long time because he's kind of tough. You know what I mean? He's the guy. You know, he rules the barnyard. Supposed to be the ruler of the barnyard, you know, as far as the hens are concerned. Like they always say, you couldn't have, I think it was 2 roosters in the same barnyard. But in this case, I think there were 2 roosters because they used to fight each other. And if I'm not mistaken, I gotta double check that with my brother next time I talk to him. Was it 2 roosters? Because you wouldn't kill the only rooster that was there, you know, just because he beat me up. But he beat me up, and we ate him for dinner. He was good. Wish I had a piece of that old rooster right about now. But I ain't been eating a whole lot of meat lately, y'all. I'll tell you nothing but the truth. Meat turns me off, especially red meat. And so mostly the thing that I've been eating along those lines is chicken. And the chicken tastes too chickeny. I tell you, there is something wrong with food. Ever since COVID. Ever since COVID. So if you got a backyard, which I mean, I think it's too late to plant anything. I'm not sure. But it would have been a good idea if you did like Granny Calmer. Granny Calmer and those homesteaders, they be planting their own food, canning chicken and stuff. I said, wow, I'm too lazy for all that, but I'm glad that they're doing it. And I like to watch them do it. Hey, I'm learning something even though I'm not doing it. And my mother used to do the same thing. My mother would can all these jars of tomatoes and green beans. She would can, if you could name it, she was going to can it. She used to make pickles. Best pickles that I ever tasted in my life were homemade pickles, sweet pickles. And if you know, if you've ever been by, oh, bro, I got my other pair of bedroom slippers down here, y'all. Can't wear them. The problems I have. Where's the other? I just put those on so I could show them to you. Jeepers. Let me give you a closer look at these bad boys. Feel like a sock when you got them on. I think they're corduroy, but They look like they might last me a while. As a matter of fact, I know I'm not going to have to buy any more no time soon because I got slippers I haven't even worn yet. It's like I'm on a slipper, a kick or something. You know, I don't know. I like house shoes. What was I getting ready to say? Oh, if you've ever been by a pickle factory, you know, like where they actually make the pickles. Well, we had one in North Carolina. I think it was either I forgot where it was at. It was Farmville or either Greenville, North Carolina. Because that's the area like where we were from. Even though I was born in a little small town called Hookerton. I mean, if you sneeze or, just went, you be through there by the time you came, chew. You don't have to excuse me for being so silly. I ain't get all my rest out last night. But anyway, the Pickle Factory. You could actually smell this pickle factory before you even get there. And I mean, the smell would be so horrible. It's like almost like somebody died. You want to just close your nose. And my mother used to make pickles, at home. And I don't know if it was the alum that she put in, something called alum. And it was white, like the consistency, the texture of baking soda or something like that. And she would put that in the pickles. And I forgot what else, but the pickles would actually look like they were molded and stink like a son of a gun. And I mean, they smelled real horrible. And she would do it inside of the house in a big pan, maybe a cup pan or something like that, or a big old roasting pan, because she would can, quite a few of them at the same time. And she would cover it with like a towel or something. But covering it did not cipher, that smell. You still get the smell. And when she took it off, it would look like mold and everything. But by the time she got through washing it and doing what else she did to it, you talking about something good. And the pickles were crisp. Oh, my mom was a smart, she loved to work. I tell you that right now. She used to love to work. I think she really enjoyed it. And she did domestic work and kept a clean house, with us 5 kids sitting around messing stuff up. Didn't have no washing machine. She had to wash her clothes, with the washing board and all that. But we didn't change clothes down south like that. No. Man, like kids today, they got to have something clean to put on every day, every day, every day. Yeah, not in my hometown. And, good him. I don't know what he's doing. See what he's doing? I don't know what he's doing. But, we grew up healthy. We were not sick. I had one brother he had asthma, which he outgrew. And then I had one brother, he had, what do you call it? Nosebleed. Sometimes his nose would bleed. And my mother used to take a set of keys or something like that. They say take that set of keys and drop that behind. Old wives' tale. That's the word I was looking for the other day on one of my videos. Old wives' tale. And they would take these keys and just drop them down his back. And as far as I know, he got cured. I mean, he didn't have no more, whole lot of nosebleed. He might have had some after that, but after that he grew out of that too. And we never knew what caused him to have nosebleed. Some kids just have it. I don't know why. And my other brother had asthma, and then my mother ordered a pillow for him, special for him for his asthma. He was my oldest brother. But other than that, But I know something was wrong with me one day I came home from school. I think I told that story on one of my videos. Because we had to walk home from school, and it was a long way from, it took us about 20 minutes, 25 minutes to get home. And I was walking home by myself, and I was feeling real sick in school. And the thing is, back there now, I'm talking back in the 50s. The teachers, we had a 2-room class. Oh, Lord, am I repeating myself because it seems like I've told this story also before. But, hey, y'all probably ain't never heard it. But anyway, we had a classroom. And, the upper classers like I'll say grade 4, 5, 6, and 7, they were in one room. And from 1 to 3 was in a classroom. I mean, grades 1 through the 3rd grade. And then after you get out of the 3rd grade, you go over to the next classroom. To Mrs. What was her name? McMurrin. And Miss Gray was, she's the one that used to call us her biddies because there were so many girls in the classroom. I'm going to get off the video, y'all. It's getting too long, and I have got to get up here. I got some dishes in the sink. I got to get out of there, y'all, that I didn't wash dishes again last night. But I don't have that many dishes. I use paper plates. I just got the pan that I did the potatoes in, and a fork or two. And I want to get those out, and I want to clean that gunk out of the sink. I know it's there. And I got to clean that up out of there and everything like that. Oh, boy. I got some Clorox wipes or something like that. Let's see what I got in here. I think I got these from... I got so many different kinds. I got some in the bathroom and some in here. See, I don't have that many. I have the many dishes. See? I think these came from Target. But they're disinfectant wipes. And so I just put on a glove. What I do is put a rubber glove on. Oh, here's something else I got from Temu. I think I showed those to you too. Supposed to have been 4 of those. I mean, Temu is a rip-off. And I did get my other, I got my other headphones. They still bother my head. I don't know why they're bothering the top of my head. Hey, can't hear nothing. I got them on charge. I guess they charged now. The light was red, so it's blue now. So I guess they charged. But anyway, I probably won't make another video until probably Monday or Tuesday. Until then, I go with love. See you again soon.